Hello my lovely Librans, welcome to your April 2020 reading. This is a general reading for you my lovely Librans. It's a reading for Libra Sun, Rising and Moon sign. Also listen to your Rising sign and Moon sign. Some months they will resonate more for you than your Sun sign will. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can go to my website and book a reading from there. This is a general reading for you, my lovely Librans. Some months it will resonate more for some than others. And timing, of course, is always going to be different because your natal charts are all different, so timing's different as well. So listen to past months as well, because sometimes they'll resonate more for you than the present month. So have a listen to those as well. It's going to be really interesting. So let's see what's going on here for you. I'd like to thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting on my channel. I really appreciate your support. So let's have a look at what April has in store for you, my lovely Librans, in this trying time, this global trying time. That's going to bring in change for everyone, really, I think. So let's have a look at what's going on here. All right, it's what's coming up around you is a real time of rest. It's either enforced rest or it's something that you feel like you need to do. You just take time out to recharge your batteries, to just regenerate your energy levels. I'm feeling like a lot of you have been feeling quite flat, quite tired, quite stressed. So it's time, you know, you've had this time of need to take some time out. For some of you it's enforced isolation. For some of you it's just needing to slow things down, to just recover your health, to just have a break, to slow things down a little bit. So that's, you know, either enforced or by choice, but that's been going on around you, my lovely Librans. Okay, so as April comes along, you've got, wow, the Page of Wands. What is it that you're planning? Planning. There's things to be planned. It's being strategic. You're being strategic. He's on a chessboard here. And Wands is about, what do I want for my future? What do I feel passionate about? What do I want to bring into my life, and how do I want to do it to give me the rewards that I want, to bring me the future that I want, which is depicted by the fruit trees in the background. And those fruit trees are bearing fruit. That always takes time to bear fruit, to ripen it, and so that you can then enjoy the fruits of your labors. So at this point, in the beginning of April, it's really about looking at what you have, the skills, the desires, the talents, the training. What is it that you have that you can use to bring into your future, the future that you're wanting, to bring in the abundance and the bring to fruition your dreams and your plans. So it really is, beginning of April is going to see you really sit down and nut things out, really sit down and work things out to bring you that richness in your future, planning towards the future. This is future thinking, future planning. Looking beyond the now and really putting in place things that are going to help you achieve what it is you're wanting to achieve in your future. Okay, you've also got the Hanging Man, which is crossing you here. And the Hanging Man is always about, it's not easy to be suspended. There's a certain amount of sacrifice that takes place to be suspended and maintain your balance. So there's growth through personal sacrifice. It's going to be something that is going to be, you know, working on your resilience, working on your strength of character, working on your determination. And these things are all going to be in place for you, your tests, if you like, to achieve whatever it is you're wanting to plan, whatever it is you want to bring in for your future, whatever planning you've put in place. So there's this self-sacrifice, But it's also about being suspended upside down. It's about changing your perspective, looking at things differently, maybe doing things differently in these times that we're in at the moment. It's about doing things differently. It's about looking at the options, changing your perspective, being flexible, not being rigid in your thought patterns, but bringing about things that you may need to include in your life. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. You know, it's in adversity that the most creative things come out, that the most ingenious things are invented. And so this is a time it's similar to that, where people are in isolation. They've got time on their hands to think, to change perspective, to look at something and do it differently. Is there a course that you want to take while you're in isolation? You know, that's fully achievable, fully possible. Is there a course that you want to undertake to improve your situation? Perfect time to do that while you're sitting around idle, doing not a lot. You know, it's fill that time up. Is there new ideas that you want to bring into reality? Is there expansion of some sort that you want to bring in? What is it that you want to do? This is the perfect time to do it. This is the time of planning all of this stuff. Really, really positive, to get really positive results. Okay, what is that going to lead to? It's going to lead to new financial opportunities for you. New financial opportunities. There's a new beginning here that's going to come out of this situation. There's a new beginning that's going to come out of this global financial crisis, the isolation that people are finding themselves in. It's about taking what that situation brings and taking the best out of it, allowing it to bring the best out in you, to have those new beginnings, and the planning that you're putting in place, and the efforts that you're making to bring those plans to fruition is actually going to see you create new financial beginnings for you. There are new financial beginnings coming up for you as well. And I would go as far as to say that you're going to start seeing some of that come through in April. These are also your inner desires of having the finances turn around, having a better financial future as well. And that's there for you. That's there for you to create, to bring about, to manifest, which I really like. So look at your situation and see what you can do that's positive, that brings in the changes that you're wanting. What is it's actually there to help you reach that next chapter in your life, that next phase in your life. Fantastic. You've also got the King of Pentacles here, and the King of Pentacles is male or female, and it's just let me get this out. It's male or female. Star sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's going to be around you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that's going to be around you, that is there to give you some sort of grounded support. There's help there for you. They're going to play quite a prominent role in your life. So it's someone with that sign, sun, rising, moon sign in your life that is there. But for some of you too, it's also speaking of being grounded yourself, finding that instead of being that air sign of in your head all the time and looking at those possibilities, it's also about what can you do practically to bring those things about. Taking charge. Kings always take charge, take control. They are used to being listened to. If they want something, they get it. And this is an attitude that you're needing to have, to be grounded. And on a practical level, how can you make these ideas that you have come about, created? What can you do to bring those into reality? What life, and if they're life changes, whatever it is for you, it's going to be varying degrees for all of you. For some of you, it's going to be hugely profound. For others, it's going to be slight changes that you're going to be making to your work schedule, to how you work, where you work, what you do. You know, different. It's going to be different for all of you, but it's about how can you practically bring those ideas into your reality. That's what you're going to be asked to look at in February. That's the energy that is around you in, not in February, in April. So that's the energy that's around you in April. for you to bring about the changes that you are desiring, that you have asked for. As we then move along, you've got the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, male or female. It's someone that's going to be playing a prominent role for you in the month of April, that is going to be there emotionally supporting you. There's a sort of a wisdom that comes with this person as well, so that they are there to assist you, to teach you, so you can learn from them as well, feel supported, feel loved, feel secure. So I really like the energy that they bring around them as well. So they're going to play quite a prominent role for you in April. For some of you, this is going to be you getting in touch with your emotion, you getting in touch with that emotional side of yourselves to be able to manifest your plans, to bring them into reality. It's through our emotions that we manifest, through our emotional desire to bring something about, that we create our future, that we create something that we're moving forward into. And so, my lovely Librans, it's about being emotionally balanced and being emotionally in control. Kings are in control of the situation. So being in control of your emotions, but still using those to your advantage, using those to the best. So really get that emotional balance happening as well. So that's also there for you. You've got Saturn in the background here, and Saturn is the great teacher. And so there's something there that you can learn from this person. There's something there that you can learn about yourself, and in feeling secure and safe on an emotional level, which is really a good place to be. Then you've got the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles, this denotes institutions, tradition, religious institutions, it's legal institutions, it's anything that is traditional, that is there, that has been long-standing, has been there for a long time, and there's rituals involved. Of course, there's Easter coming, and for many of you, not for all of you, but for those that are going to have an Easter break, that's enjoying that, getting involved in the ritual and the tradition of that. And what does that bring about? That brings family unity, closeness, gatherings of and I know we shouldn't gather in groups, but with family. So do as much as you can in these difficult times. But it's also about having faith. And it's about maintaining your faith in what's happening globally, maintaining your faith in what's happening to you on an individual basis. We are in a time where there is huge global changes coming about as to how we live, what we do, how we do it, how we travel, how we make our money, how we earn our income, how the governments view people, where there needs to be more importance. It's Mother Nature really throwing her hands up and going, right, it's time for change, and I'm going to take control of this situation. And when she unleashes her fury, there's not a lot we as a humanity can do about that. The best we can do is try and cope with it. But it is going to bring a lot of change. It's going to bring cause a lot of people to self-reflect, to reevaluate their existence and their life, look at their spirituality and their purpose in life. And so there's a lot of growth here, and a lot of things, the traditional old way of doing things is just not going to be working. So this is quite a powerful card to draw in these times. It's also a time of turning to a higher source, turning to your spirituality for strength and for guidance as well. So there's that's going to be happening for you in April as well. Then you've got the Two of Pentacles, and this is about maintaining your balance. It's about juggling situations. It's about staying calm. See, the water's very still. Staying calm, staying very reflecting on what you're doing and how you're doing it. There's a ship coming in, which to me is a new journey that you're going to be going on. And it doesn't mean a holiday or a trip, but it means a new spiritual journey, a new journey of growth, a new journey of change, of bringing change in. But you're balancing out situations. It could be that you're balancing your financial situation and your work, balancing family and finances, and it can be different for all of you, but it is a time of April is going to be a time for you to really be balancing out and also remaining balanced within yourself in balancing finances, but knowing that this too will come to an end. So maintaining your balance, so that brings about clear thinking. That's going to be really important for you too, to have that clear thinking, because you've also got the star, and the star here speaks of stars are up in the night sky. They're very high, and when I see and feel anything with height, it's about looking down on situations, looking down on what's happening. And when you look down from a height, you can see things in a different perspective. So it's about changing your perspective of how you view things, and it can be changing your perspective on how you view your income, how you earn your income, how you work, where you work. It's about self-isolation, and what are you going to do with that time, rather than think, oh well, I'm stuck at home. What can you do creatively to bring about new ideas? The most amazing inventions have been created in those times of isolation. I found out a trivial fact today that Shakespeare wrote King Lear when he was in isolation during the plague. So there you go. It really brings the creativity from out of people, and a sense of community and creating new things. So it's about changing your perspective of your situation and seeing what you can do with that to bring change into your life. It's also about self-reflection. It's about, because she's, it's evening, and so that's about the dark side of the soul. It's about your shadow self, and the water's very calm, so there is reflection there, and it's about self-reflection. It's a time of self-reflection, so don't fear it, don't become impatient, but rather use that time of self-reflection that a lot of us are finding ourselves in this time of the virus, and it's about having that personal growth in that time of self-reflection, which is going to become really important, because you've also got the Knight of Swords, and out of that self-reflection comes new learning, and it's about going into uncharted waters, moving into areas that you didn't think about before, moving into areas that are going to be new to you, and having the courage to put those ideas into practice, having the courage to put these things into practice that you have in that self-reflection. And that can simply be changes in yourself and the new person that you're going to be, and put your best foot forward, move forward with that growth, with that self-reflection, which is a really good, amazing time for you. I'm going to draw a card now from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart to see what that has in store for you for April. Let's see. So April is going to see you bring new vitality. They're the colours of the chakras, and it's about using them all, being in balance, meditating, finding that new level of tranquility. It's going to bring in a new vitality, a new life, a new motivation for you in April. So the events of April are going to culminate into a new enthusiasm and vitality for what it is you do. And self-isolation, when that happens, it can also cause you to appreciate things that you were taking for granted, that we all take for granted. There's this new awareness of what is really important in life, which brings on that new vitality as well for you. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see what the Angels of Abundance have in store for you, my lovely Librans. Oh, that's popped out. Let's have a look. obstacles and blocks are lifted. So in this time of self-reflection, in this time of balancing your emotions, there's new beginnings, new plans being laid, and you're going to sort through a lot of things, with the star, which is self-reflection. There's a lot of self-reflection here, self-analysis, self-awareness, and personal self-growth. All your good personal work, well, there you go, and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Well, that's exactly what your reading is saying, isn't it? So that's pretty amazing. I really like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a bit of fun into this reading. I'm going to use my Nicoletta Ceccoli tarot. These are really cute. They're really lovely. And I'm just going to give you a 4-card spread on April 2020, my lovely Librans. Let's see what unfolds for you there. So, fantastic. Love them. Okay, let's have a look. So, the first card you've got is this gorgeous card here, and it's about duality. It's about balance. It's about bringing together the two sides of you, what makes you work. Bring your shadow self and your conscious self into unity, into balance, to be able to move forward, be able to unfold the magic that's within. We all have two sides of ourselves. It's how we bring that together, how we unify that. Rather than pulling in different directions, you're moving in the same direction. You're controlling that and moving it forward, not unlike the Chariot, where you're pulling together your conscious self and your subconscious self or shadow self to achieve the results that you're wanting to achieve. So it's about unblocking anything that's holding you back so that you can bring that into your reality and move forward in April. How fantastic is that? And then you've got the Six of Cups. How nice. The Six of Cups. This is about your ideas, your goals, your dreams, things that you've wanted to achieve, things that you've wanted to bring into your reality, things that you've wanted to put in place and explore. April is now a month where you can do that. You can bring whatever your heart desires into your reality. It's interesting that she's up in a tower because it's, this is self-isolation. It's through self-isolation that we will achieve what we set out to achieve, what we've always wanted to achieve, which is an absolutely fantastic time to realize things that we have forgotten because we get caught up in our everyday life, that we get busy just being, just existing, just going to work, coming home, and you've got family and commitments. And it's about having time out to really focus on yourself, focus on what it is you want to bring into your reality, what you want to achieve. In a playful sense, in a playful sense. There's no seriousness about just being playful, being open and having the energy flowing. Absolutely fantastic. And then you've got the Queen of Wands. I love this. And, she lifts up her skirt and out comes a dragon. Out comes a dragon. Which is really, this is about you realizing your potential. These ideas, these things that you've got hidden within yourself that can come out and be playful and be creative and be passionate about things that you have got hidden within yourself, that you have forgotten about, that you've not hasn't come out into the reality. It's about letting that out now, letting out that your inner desires, your inner ideas, your inner dreams, and exploring those. Because the Queen of Wands is also very determined, very protective, very protective, as you can see. You know, this little dragon's coming out of her skirts that she's had hidden there. You know, this is me, this is part of me, this is a force to contend with, this is what I want to achieve, this is what I want to do. So there's a real drive there as well that's coming through for you in April. So don't be afraid of what you want to explore, what you want to bring into your reality, what you want to achieve. Because you've also got the Ten of Wands, and this is all your trials and tribulations and difficulties. You know, this is the card that sort of speaks to me of when you've got lemons, make lemonade. When you've got rotten fruit, make a castle. You know, if you've got, look at what you have got and what you can do with what you have. And that's what this is about. There's, you know, we're all going to face adversity with the global crisis, absolutely, and with the coronavirus and everyone being isolated. And so let's have a look at what you've got, how resourceful you can be, and what you can achieve with what you have, what you can materialize with what you have. And you may just surprise yourself in what you can create, what new things you can come up with, what new direction you can give your life, what new personal growth you can undertake. Fabulous. So that's a really interesting little spread that you have there, but it's a little bit of fun because I just love these cards in the fun that they bring with them, and it's the playfulness, it's the imagery that they bring that is important. But that's also words of advice, words of wisdom being given to you for the month of April. So many, many blessings to you, my lovely Librans. Stay safe. This too will pass, and we as a humanity will get through it. So stay safe, stay healthy. Use this time to really self-exploration. You never know what you can uncover. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there. Meanwhile, many, many blessings.